I can't stand by. I will vote to proceed and change. I will not stand by because my parents taught me better. My father fought in World War II and reminded me constantly when I was growing up that if someone's rights were eroded, you better stand up, because if you don't, they're coming after your rights next. And a threat to one was a threat to all. My mom worked at the polls on election day. When she was a child, she played in her backyard and met an African-American woman who became her friend. When election day rolled around, my mom noticed that her friend had to wait outside in the cold to vote, where the white voters got to go inside and wait. My mom took her friend by the hand inside the polling place and said, "My friend's not waiting outside." It earned my mom the nickname Little Eleanor, after the First Lady of the period. My parents were crushed when John Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were all assassinated. But they never lost faith in the system, and they never said the system was rigged. What we need to do now is to protect our democracy. We need to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. We need to say, as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, that one man, one vote is what our country stands for, and it is the strength of our nation. One thing about January 6th bothers me the most. It bothers me the most because I think about my father and his brother. My father quit high school to fight in World War II because his brother was already missing or in a POW camp. He knew he had to join the fight against the oppressions, the tyranny, the fascism that existed. He knew he had to join the fight to uphold the democracy of the United States. This is a picture of what it looked like to be escorted back into this chamber on January 6th. All I could think of when I saw this picture is obviously, yes, support and gratitude for the military who supported us. But all I could think about was my father and his brother who fought in World War II for these rights to uphold a democracy so that I could stand for election and that my friends and neighbors could vote for me. And then I would come here in an environment where I was free to walk into the Capitol at any moment and cast a vote on behalf of the people that I represent. And yet, on one fateful day, that all changed. And we were no different than some other country who had to use military force to support our democracy here in voting. Madam President, that's not the way it's supposed to be. That's not what we're fighting for. Many Americans have fought to uphold the democracies of our nation. The least we could do is pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. The least we could do is work in a mission together to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and show that our country believes in holding these important values of a democracy as utmost important, Let's vote to get this done. Let's move forward to show our country we believe in voting rights in the United States Senate.